Got your cameras ready? Because we're about to witness something special. We really are. We're blessed tonight by having a good friend of Elise and Kelvin here to play their first dance song acoustically on guitar. It's Ben over there. Say hello, Ben. There's Ben. Okay. I asked Elise, I said, how do you know Ben? And she says, oh, I don't know, he's just been around forever. So he's a long-time family friend of both Kelvin and Elise, so he'll be playing the first dance song. But first, we want to share something with you. We want to share a true love story. It's Elise and Kelvin's true love story. Although it may have taken some time to get the ball rolling, it was actually love at first sight for Kelvin, who knew as soon as he met Elise that she was the girl for him. Now, to quote Kelvin himself, he was a fan of her big boobs and thought she was a hot little blondie. That's Kelvin's quote, not mine. Elise's first impression of Kelvin was that he was outgoing, funny, and a big dork. But she could also see that he had a caring side. Patiently, she waited for Kelvin to make a move, but perhaps knowing that he was punching above his weight, Kelvin erred on the side of caution and opted to avoid asking Elise out on a date. It was Boxing Day 2009 when Elise moved out of home to start a new venture into adulthood, even if it was only to move in with her sister Bree and brother-in-law Peter. Now, Bree and Peter knew that Elise liked Kelvin a lot, so they hatched a plan. One afternoon, Peter invited Kelvin to pop over to the shack for a few beers, and conveniently then drank too much and couldn't drive home. Conveniently, he casually asked if he could stay the night. He bypassed the offer of the couch and went straight for Elise's bed. For the entire night, Elise was on the edge of the bed, too scared to move too close in case she touched him. When Kelvin woke up and realised Elise didn't kick him out of bed in protest, Kelvin knew he had won her over. Shortly after sneaking his way into her bed, he crept his way into her heart. At Brendan's birthday, while staring at the stars above, he stole his very first kiss from the woman of his dreams. Fast forward to earlier this year. After nearly 9 years of being with the girl of his dreams, Kelvin decided it was finally time to pop the question. He had the ring for quite some time. He just needed to wait for the perfect opportunity to utter those 4 special words. Now, it was just like any other night. Elise got tucked up in bed, but noticed that Kelvin was behaving a little strangely. He kept disappearing behind the door and was fumbling around, acting all nervous. You see, Kelvin had decided to treat his love with a box of chocolates in bed, a novelty to sweeten the deal. They don't usually eat in bed, let alone chocolates, so Elise was intrigued. She loved chocolate almost as much as she loves the 2 boys in her life. So without hesitation, she just tucked into the chocolates. Now, in between scoffing a few chocolates that Kelvin had tipped into her hand, she noticed something shiny. It didn't look edible. It was the ring. Kelvin looked into the eyes of his future wife and popped the question. And of course, Elise, with a big chocolatey covered face, said yes. And now here we are. Finally, we have the pleasure to witness their first dance as Mr. and Mrs. Calvin and Elise Palmer.